So please welcome on our video screen, Tom Brady. Tom, thank you so much for joining us. It's a real pleasure to have you here. Before we start the questions, I want to sort of do a little quick introduction for any of the fools who might not be football fans. For Americans, of course, this man needs no introduction. Tom Brady, world championship quarterback, led teams to 7 Super Bowl victories. In 5 of those games, he was named most valuable player. I don't know what he did wrong in the other 2. Maybe watch the tape, Tom. For the non-Americans, I'm going to try and put it in your terms. Think of Dutch footballer Johan Cruijff. Tom Brady is like Johan Cruijff if Cruijff's national team had actually won the World Cup in '74, then won it again in '78, and then went on to win it 5 more times. Then Cruijff would be approaching Tom Brady status. Tom, once again, a pleasure to have you here. And
Thanks for having me, guys.
Dries. I think you already know Dries.
Absolutely.
I've gotten to know Dries pretty well over the years, and just love what he's doing with this incredible brand, and I'm glad to be a part of this show.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, I've got a couple of questions. I'm just going to jump right in, and Dries, if you just leave us alone, I'm having a moment.
To you.
I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment.
Yeah,
we're having a moment. So, have you always been a yachty? I just learned that people who like yachts are called yachties. Have you always been a yachty? Have you always been a man of the water?
I just learned that also, I guess. I was in New England for a lot of years, which is kind of a boating community. But moving down to Tampa Bay last year, I live right here on this beautiful bay, Old Hillsborough Bay. And the first thing I did when I got here was that I need a boat. I got to be able to get out on this beautiful water. And I was able to do it. And Dries and I actually, while he was building this 55 beautiful 55-foot boat that's sitting outside, I used a 38-foot also, and it's really been a great experience for me the last 13 months. I'm looking forward to continuing my captainship over the course of my life because I really enjoy being on the water.
That's awesome. I don't know if it's a captain or a skipper. I don't know any of that stuff. But I think we've got some insight into what actually brought you to Tampa Bay. You had some kind words to say about the brand, and Dries, when did you first get connected to the Wajer brand?
About 2 weeks after I got down here, I was said, I moved pretty quickly, and then just realized I was going to be on the water for a long time, and I'm planning on being in Florida for for a long time. I don't see us moving out of here for quite a while. So if ever, but just to have the opportunity to be on the water and I have young kids, and it's a great activity for us as our family. We spent Christmas on our boat. We spent New Year's on our boat. Now it's just getting into boating season out here in Florida. So I'm really out there. Kids love it. My family loves it. We've just had some really great moments in the last 13 months since being down here.
That sounds fantastic. Well, look, you've already got a 55, but I know you've pre-ordered a 77, and I just wondered what it's not even in the water yet. What is it that's so attractive to you about this new model?
Well, everything. I mean, the 55 is an amazing boat, and like I said, it's been an amazing boat for our family. I think the 77 will be a little bit more suited for what we need it for down here, which is a few more day trips and weekend trips. We spent a lot of time in the Bahamas. So going from, I would say, the east coast of Florida across into the Bahamas and around the Bahamas would be really great trips for us as a family. It's got 3 bedrooms. Dries has showed me quite a few videos over the last few months. So I'm really excited. I think by the end of next year, we should receive it. I'm holding Dries to his word. And I know he's come through for me before. I know he'll come through for me again.
Well, he hasn't paid my invoice yet, so we'll see. Look, I know that the Wajer, your 55S is already, it's called the Viva a Vida, and I wonder if you've already picked out a name for the 77.
I think we're going to stick with it. It means in Portuguese celebration of life. My wife is Brazilian, and she's very much into having the right names, and it was a great name, and I think we're going to stick with that one. So it's been great to us. it's a beautiful boat, and I look forward to adding one that's just a little bit bigger to our house.
I get it. I get it. Last question. Then we'll let you get back to, writing plays. That's what I assume you do all
Training.
days. Yeah, you just write
Training.
plays and train. What's your ideal destination for a trip with the 77?
Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot of places to go here. Obviously, the U.S. is, you can go up and down the East Coast of the U.S. and basically being over here. But I'd say probably from Florida, the East Coast of Florida to the Bahamas and around the Bahamas is pretty much ideal. There's so much to see here. Some great reefs. Our family loves to do some diving, a lot of snorkeling the kids do. Um, the fact that, again, with the little bit bigger boat for us, the 77 allows us to, sleep overnight really comfortably. And, those weekend trips would be really something that would be great memories for our families for the years to come.
I just want to say, first of all, that's a great destination. It's not a little bigger. It's like 50% bigger. I mean, I'm looking at 2 models, and that's a big one, and that's not. Look, I want to. I
The
just
55
want to
is
say
pretty big too, so it's
yeah. I mean,
definitely
the 55 is pretty big
the
too.
77. I know.
Yeah. Well,
I
look,
got
I've
to
taken
get
enough of your.
zoomed in on that model right there.
You want to get zoomed? You want to get zoomed in? I mean, obviously, you're in the shot. You dwarf over both of them. You're like the god of yachts right now. Look, I'm going to let you get back to what I assume is your spring, which is a mix of training, yachting, and an ongoing debate with your wife about whether you're going to retire after next season. So I'll let you get to it, and thanks again.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Great talking to you guys.